Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And on this last day of January, are we going to see more snow? We saw a little, maybe a couple of inches up here at least.
Yes, we are seeing some light snow showers this morning. The most I have recorded right now is around 3 inches, but that is going to dry out for today, and then we will be dry until the end of the week, it looks like.
It is light snow out there,
Yes,
though.
light snow, and it's fluffy. It's lake effect snow. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. So if there is snow on the roads this morning, just be careful, maybe a little bit slippery, but it is lake effect, so it's easier to drive in, and it looks like this is going to come to an end later this morning, early afternoon, so it is going to be dry by this evening. It is pretty chilly outside, though. We are in the teens and 20s, 18 degrees in Inlet, 20 degrees in Richfield Springs, and 23 degrees in Whitesboro. So slippery spots are possible this morning. Just be careful when driving. We are going to dry out for tonight. It does look to remain dry until the end of the week with some snow showers coming in overnight on Thursday, so it will just happen at night, and that's due to a cold front. That cold front also brings in very cold Arctic air for Friday and Saturday. So for today, expect snow showers this morning, and then we will dry out to mostly cloudy skies, cool weather and breezy conditions, and I will be talking a little bit more about that Arctic air coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. A pile of rubble.
The Oneonta is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. Our temperature is going to remain just about the same throughout the day. We will remain in the lower 20s, and it is going to feel about 10 degrees cooler because it is going to be pretty breezy today. So make sure you wear the winter coat. It is going to be chilly outside today, but overall we did receive some lake effect snow last night, and we are still receiving it this morning. So it is the conditions are getting better, I should say, for winter sports, skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling. Today we will be mostly cloudy after the snow dries out this morning, and we will be seeing high temperatures just in the low to mid 20s once again. Looking ahead to this weekend, we are going to be seeing a cold front coming in Thursday night. That will bring in really, really cold Arctic air. We have an alert day out for Friday due to this because it is going to be seeing highs in the single digits, and it is going to be very windy. Even on Friday night, it's going to be very windy with lows all below zero, about 15 to 20 below zero, with wind chill values up to 40 to 50 degrees below zero. That's very cold and dangerous. We have issued an alert day for Friday through Saturday morning. It's going to warm up a little bit more on Saturday, still highs in the single digits, but it's not going to be as windy on Saturday. Gary.
Get that hot chocolate out.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. Hometown here.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking just light snow showers this morning. It is from lake effect, so it is pretty fluffy, and we are looking to dry out this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see here, we are seeing some snow on the roadways, so just watch out for slippery spots this morning, but we are going to dry out for the afternoon. So I would say just be very careful when driving. There also are areas of low visibility when driving through heavier snow showers at this time, but we will dry out tonight and we will remain dry for tomorrow. So snowfall totals so far from our sky watchers, we have 3.2 in Clinton, 3 inches in Morris, 2.5 inches in New Hartford, 2 inches in Westdale, Emerson at 1.5 inches, and Old Forge just at 1 inch. And once again, this is all lake effect fluff, so it is easier to drive in, I would say, rather than heavy and wet snow. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. Still seeing some snow showers forming over Lake Ontario, but it is really starting to clear out, and we are going to dry out this afternoon. As you can see here, it is weakening. This is due to this area of high pressure that is coming in from the north. We are going to be chilly today, though, so temperatures will remain just around the same today as they are this morning. Just 25 degrees in Dalgeville and Westmoreland, 23 degrees in Whitesboro. Looking to the south, we have 26 degrees in Cooperstown and 22 22 degrees in Skanevis this morning. It also is going to get pretty breezy today, so it is going to feel about 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature. But I would say the weather is definitely getting better for any winter sports, skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, sledding. Today, the snow is going to be nice and fluffy, and tomorrow we are going to get pretty chilly with overnight lows tonight falling in the single digits, so it may turn a little bit icy and firm tomorrow. So for the rest of today, we are going to start to dry out from lake effect snow. A few peaks of sunshine are possible throughout the day, especially up north and east of Utica. And tonight, we actually are going to get very chilly overnight with lows in the single digits. For tomorrow, we will remain partly sunny. A few areas of lake effect actually possible up north, especially up in Lewis County throughout the day tomorrow. But most of us are going to be dry with a few peaks of sunshine. So for today, expect light snow showers to come to an end or later here this afternoon. Temperatures remain in the 20s today with breezy conditions, and we will drop into the single digits overnight. For tomorrow and Thursday, we will be seeing partly sunny skies. We will get a little bit warmer on Thursday before a cold front moves through Thursday night. That brings in a few snow showers, but it really brings in cold Arctic air. We have an alert day issued for Friday due to highs just in the single digits, very windy conditions with wind chill values all below zero. Wind chill values Friday night could even be up to 40 to 50 degrees below zero, Gary.
Wow, dangerous conditions.
Yes, dangerous conditions. You can't be outside too long in that, and we haven't seen it yet this year.
Yeah, we're due.
Yes, we're due.
Hannah, thank you. The time now is 5:22. Coming up, good morning, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
January flew by, didn't it?
I know. Tomorrow's February 1st.
I know. The Super Bowl coming up quick.
Yes, and then next thing you know, it's going to be April.
Yeah,
It's gonna
go
be spring.
Birds.
Yes, go Birds.
Go Birds.
I'm cheering for Philly, of course. But we are seeing some snow showers today. It looks to come to an end tonight, but roads may be a little bit slippery this morning.
And it's light snow. That's the good thing.
Yes, it's not light, fluffy, and lake effect, so it's easier to drive on. Let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, light to moderate snow showers continue this morning. It is lake effect, so it is fluffy, and it is easier to drive on and to shovel. That will dry out this afternoon. It does look to come to an end, but it is going to rain on the cooler side today. Temperatures will remain in the 20s for most of us. This morning, already pretty chilly, 23 degrees in Whitesboro and 19 degrees in Richfield Springs. So today, we will be seeing just a few slippery spots this morning due to snow on some of the roadways. We are going to dry out for tonight, though. It is going to remain cool and breezy today. It will remain mostly dry through the end of the week, but a cold front moves through Thursday night. That brings in some extra snow showers overnight, but the main thing that brings in is Arctic air. It's going to get very, very cold for Friday and Saturday. So for today, expect temperatures in the 20s. We will be seeing snow showers this morning before drying out, and today we'll be talking a little bit more about that cold Arctic air coming in. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, the Biden administration.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. We are seeing a few light lake effect snow showers this morning, so it may be a little bit slippery on the roads, but overall the snow is light and fluffy, so it is not that hard to drive in, and it does look to dry out later this afternoon. But once again, just be very careful when traveling today. We do dry out this afternoon for a few peaks of sunshine later on, and tomorrow we actually going to be seeing dry weather with partly sunny skies, so a little bit extra sunshine comes in tomorrow. Looking ahead, though, we do get very cold. So we are going to be pretty cold today, highs in the 20s, breezy, a little bit, the same thing tomorrow, a little bit warmer on Thursday. And then for Friday and Saturday, that's when that Arctic air comes in. Highs are just going to be in the single digits, and it's going to be pretty windy on Friday and Friday nights. We have an alert day out for that because wind chill values are going to be as low as 40 below zero Friday night into Saturday morning. But the good news is that we start to warm up again on Sunday and Monday, Gary.
Downright brutal.
Yes, I'm not looking forward to it.
Hannah, thanks. The Save On convenience store in Verona.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with scattered lake effect snow showers this morning, so roads may be a little bit slippery, but we do dry out this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As you can see, some snow on the roads, but it is lake effect. It is nice and fluffy, so there shouldn't be too many problems when traveling this morning. It may just be a little bit slippery outside, and visibility may be an issue in some areas where the snow is a little bit heavier. We are going to start to dry out this afternoon, and we will be dry for tonight and tomorrow. But so far, we've received around 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. We have Clinton at 3.5 inches, Morris at 3, New Hartford at 2.5 inches, Westdale at 2 inches, Evanston has 1.5 inches, and Old Forge does have an inch of light fluffy lake effect snow this morning, and this is all according to our sky watchers. At this point, the snow is starting to lighten up. Here's our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Light snow showers, as we can see, some up north, a little bit in the Mohawk Valley here. There is some more forming over Lake Ontario and some coming from Lake Erie to the south of us, but overall we are going to dry out today. As you can see, the snow is weakening at this point, and this is due to this high pressure coming in from the north. Temperatures this morning are in the teens and 20s. It kind of is going to remain the same throughout the day because our high temperatures are going to remain in the mid-20s. We have just 18 degrees in Inlet and 23 degrees in Whitesboro. And looking to the south, still chilly, 25 degrees in Hamilton and in Norwich, with temperatures today feeling about 10 degrees cooler because it is going to be pretty breezy. But overall, we did see some snowfall over the past couple of days, even last week. Today, that snowfall is nice and fluffy, great for winter sports like skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, sledding, and it is going to get very cold tonight in the single digits, so it is possible that it does turn a little bit icy for tomorrow. So for today, expect light snow this morning. We do dry out though this afternoon, and a few peaks of sunshine are actually possible, especially to the north. But we do get very chilly overnight. Lows fall into the single digits. It is going to be pretty cold with partly sunny skies tomorrow and still cold tomorrow with highs just in the mid-20s, and some lake effect is actually possible up north, especially in Lewis County. So for today, expect light snow to come to an end this morning. We will dry out for the afternoon and evening. It's going to be breezy and chilly, and tonight's very cold. We fall into the single digits. So sunshine remains through the end of the week, but it is going to get even cooler. We have a cold front moving through Thursday overnight. That does bring in some lake effect snow showers overnight, but the main thing it brings in is very cold Arctic air. High temperatures fall into just the single digits for Friday and Saturday. Wind chill values Friday night into Saturday morning are going to be up to 40 below zero. So we have that alert day for Friday through Saturday morning, Gary.
You said 40 below zero.
Yes, that's what it's going to feel like on Friday night into Saturday morning. I'm not looking
Bundle
forward
up with
to it.
Nala.
Yes, I'll just snuggle with Nala and stay inside.
Hannah, thanks. New this morning, a 10 morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah.
Yeah, it said Monday. Luckily, I remembered it was
Yes,
Tuesday.
yeah. I was just laughing because you were about to say it.
Well, we read whatever we see on the prompter there, so.
But we're starting out today with some snow showers, and then we are going to dry out, but it is going to get very cold at the end of the week.
And the snow that did fall is pretty light.
Yes, it's light and fluffy, so it shouldn't really have any problems either shoveling it or driving on it. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few light lake effect snow showers still forming over Lake Ontario, but we are starting to dry out this morning as these snow showers weaken, and we will dry out for this afternoon, but it is going to remain cold and breezy today. Temperatures right now in the teens and 20s. Highs are just going to be in the mid-20s. We have 23 degrees in Whitesboro, 18 degrees in Richfield Springs and in Inlet. So slippery spots are possible this morning from the lake effect snow, so just be careful of that, but we will dry out for this afternoon and evening with partly sunny skies coming in, and we are going to remain mostly dry through the end of the week, but a cold front that moves through Thursday night brings in some showers overnight, but the main thing it brings in is a very cold Arctic air for Friday and Saturday with highs just in the single digits. So for today, expect light snow, then we will dry out for the afternoon and evening. It's going to remain cold and breezy, and I will be talking a little bit more about that cold air coming in coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. A pile of rubble
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. It is going to remain pretty cold and breezy today. We see temperatures kind of lingering around the low to mid 20s, and it is going to feel about 10 degrees cooler because of that breeze. So make sure you wear the winter jacket. It is going to feel a little bit chilly. We have been seeing some snowfall, and we did see lake effect snow yesterday and this morning. So skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, sledding conditions should be pretty nice because it is going to be powder on the ground. And today we will remain below freezing with mostly cloudy skies. Looking ahead though, for the weekend, we do get very, very cold. Arctic air comes in Thursday night into Friday. So we have an alert day out for Friday because highs are just going to be in the single digits, and overnight lows into Saturday morning are going to be all way below zero with wind chill values up to 40 below zero. And that is pretty dangerous to be outside at that time. On Saturday, it is going to remain in the single digits, but it's not going to be as windy as Friday or Friday night. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Hometown heroes.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some light lake effect snow showers this morning, but everything looks to come to an end this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see here, some light snow accumulation on the roads, so just be careful of some slippery conditions when traveling this morning, but it shouldn't be too bad because it is fluffy lake effect snow. We do dry out this afternoon, still may be a little bit slippery when commuting, but we are going to be dry for tonight and tomorrow. Here's a look at snowfall totals thus far from our sky watchers. We do have 3.2 inches in Clinton, 3 inches in Morris, 2.5 in New Hartford, 2 inches in Cooperstown, 1.5 in Evanston, and 1 inch in Old Forge. So very little snow accumulation from this, and we do dry out tonight. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, light snow showers at this point, a little bit up north, some still forming over Lake Ontario, although that is weakening at this point, and some just to our south. But as we can see here, it is weakening and dying down because this high pressure system is coming in, kind of pushing the winds to kind of shift. We are seeing less snow forming over Lake Ontario, and we will dry out here this afternoon. According to our sky watchers, we are pretty chilly to start, teens and 20s. High temperatures today are going to remain in the mid 20s, so it is not really going to change much. 16 degrees in Old Forge and 24 degrees in Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 24 degrees in Milford and Evanston and 22 degrees in West Lawrence. It is going to remain breezy today though, so it is actually going to feel about 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature outside. But overall, if you do want to do any winter sports like sledding, snowmobiling, skiing, snowboarding, I would say great day for that because we did see snow the past week, lake effect snow yesterday, last night, this morning. So snow today is going to be fluffy powder. Tomorrow it may be a little bit more firm because we are going to get very cold tonight with low in the single digits. So for the rest of today, we will dry out. A few peaks of sunshine are actually possible, especially north of the Mohawk Valley, but it is going to be breezy. It is going to be pretty cold today. Low temperatures tonight get very low. We will be in the single digits. It may be below zero up north as well. And for tomorrow, it is going to remain dry, partly sunny, but there is the possibility of a few lake effect snow showers north, especially up in Lewis County. So for today, expect some light snow still lingering this morning. We do dry out though to partly sunny skies, a little bit of a breeze, and temperatures in the 20s. It gets very cold tonight with lows in the single digits. We see dry weather tomorrow and Thursday with a cold front moving through Thursday night. That brings in snow showers overnight, but the main things it brings in is very cold Arctic air for Friday and Saturday. It also is going to get very windy on Friday and Friday nights. We have an alert day out for that because wind chill values Friday night to Saturday morning are going to be as low as 40 below zero, Gary.
Get out.
Yes, no, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
I know, I'm not looking forward to it, so make sure you bundle up, and you can't stay outside for too long in that.
At least it's the first time this year, it
Yes,
seems.
first time this year, hopefully the last.
Hannah, thank you. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
January flew by.
I know, it's February 1st tomorrow, and the next thing you know, it's going to be April.
Yeah, looking ahead to spring already.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want the warm weather. We are starting out chilly this morning with some snow, so let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're seeing lighter lake effect snow showers at this point. They are weakening and we are going to dry out here this afternoon, but just watch out for some slippery conditions on the roads this morning. We are pretty chilly in the teens and 20s, and it is going to remain in the 20s today with a little bit of a breeze, so it is going to feel cooler. 18 degrees in Richfield Springs and Lake Pleasant, and 22 degrees in Whitesboro. So light snow this morning may cause some slippery spots on the roads, but we will dry out this afternoon and tonight with dry weather for most of the week. We are going to be seeing a cold front actually moving through Thursday overnight. That brings in snow showers overnight, but the main thing that brings in is really cold Arctic air. High temperatures for Friday and Saturday just in the single digits. So for today, expect snow to start, but we will dry out, see a few peaks of sunshine throughout the day. Temperatures remaining in the 20s. And I will be talking a little bit more about that really cold air coming in. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, the
Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. Light lake effect snow showers this morning are really starting to taper off, and we will be drying out here late morning, early afternoon, but just be careful when commuting this morning. There still are areas of slippery spots, especially in areas of higher elevations. We are seeing some light snow, but it is lake effect, so it should be a little bit easier to drive on because it is light and fluffy. We will be drying out, still possibly going to be a little bit slippery this afternoon. We will be dry tonight and tomorrow, but it gets very cold tonight, so just watch out for some icy spots that are possible. So today we will be in the 20s. Same thing for tomorrow. We will warm up a little bit more on Thursday, but a cold front moves through Thursday. That brings in Arctic air. It is going to get very cold for Friday and Saturday. Highs just in the single digits. It's also going to be very windy Friday and Friday night with wind chill values up to 40 degrees below zero, which can be dangerous. But the good news is that we start to warm up for Sunday and Monday. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. News Channel 2 is focusing on the economy.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out this morning with still just a few light lake effect snow showers, but everything will dry out this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see, some snow covered on the roads down there, so just be careful when driving. Maybe seeing some slippery spots this morning, but we will dry out this afternoon and remain dry tonight. But this morning, Nala is a little bit jealous. Her neighbors are saying hi to her, but they're snuggling together. Nala looks like she wants to join in on some of the cuddles this morning. She is saying hi to Isabel and Serafina. They are cuddling this morning. Nala, once again, very jealous because it is very cold outside. Temperatures in the teens and 20s. A few light snow showers may cause slippery conditions, but by the evening commute, we will be dry, mostly cloudy. Just watch out for some icy spots tonight because temperatures are going to drop pretty quickly with overnight lows dropping into the single digits. Here's a look at our snowfall totals so far this morning. We range from about 1 to a little bit over 3 inches. We had 3.5 inches in Verona Beach, 3 inches in Morris, 2.5 in New Hartford, 2 inches in Cooperstown, 1.5 in Emerson, and just an inch in Old Forge. And this is light, fluffy lake effect, so it shouldn't be hard to drive on or to shovel. Here is our York full battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As you can see at this point, just a few areas, even just light snow flurries this morning. That lake effect snow band is weakening, as you can see here, and this is due to high pressure coming in from the north, kind of shifting the wind direction, causing for the lake effect to come to an end. And once again, sky watchers have us pretty chilly this morning. It also is a little bit breezy, just 16 degrees in Old Forge and 24 degrees in Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 31 degrees in Lawrence and 22 degrees in West Lawrence. So overall, pretty chilly start, and it is going to be breezy today, so it is going to feel still 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature throughout the day. But we have been receiving snowfall. We did see some lake effect last night and this morning, so if you did want to do any outdoor for winter activities or sports. The snow today is going to be fluffy powder. It may be a little bit firmer tomorrow, a little bit icy because we do get very, very chilly tonight. So for the rest of today, that lake effect will come to an end. A few peaks of sunshine actually possible up north and east. We are going to be mostly cloudy though throughout the day with very cold weather coming in tonight, lows in the single digits. Tomorrow we will remain dry, partly sunny, but lake effect is definitely possible up north throughout the day tomorrow, especially up in Lewis County. So for today, expect light snow showers to come to an end. Roads may be just a little bit slippery this morning, and we are going to remain pretty chilly throughout the day in the 20s with breezy conditions. And tonight we get very cold with the low in the single digits. We remain chilly tomorrow, warm up a little bit more on Thursday. A cold front moves through Thursday night into Friday. That brings in some snow showers, but it also brings in very cold Arctic air. Friday and Saturday, highs just in the single digits. Overnight lows all below zero. And wind chill values Friday and Friday night are going to be around 30 to 40 degrees below. So that's why we issued an alert day, Gary.
Minus 15, the actual temperature.
Yes, I am not looking forward to that at all. And it's also going to feel like minus 30, minus 40. Not looking forward to it.
Stay inside.
Stay inside, everyone.
Yep, Hannah, thank you. Well, turning to some sad.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And coming up the hill, not too bad. Some light snow has fallen.
Yes, we did see some lake effect early this morning, so it's light and fluffy. It may be just a little bit slippery on the roads, but it's also not a lot, generally 1 to 3 inches.
It could actually be fun to shovel since it's so light.
Yes, it is very Larry, I don't think shoveling's fun at all. But let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As we can see this morning, now those showers have really kind of tapered off. We are just seeing a few light snow flurries lingering this morning with not really any more accumulation expected, and we will completely dry out for this afternoon. But we are going to remain pretty chilly today. Temperatures in the teens and 20s. We will remain in the 20s all day. Just 17 degrees in Inlet and 22 degrees in Whitesboro. It's also going to get a little bit breezy, so it is going to feel up to 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature. Just watch out for slippery spots on your commute this morning, but we are going to be drying out here this afternoon and tonight. It will remain dry for the rest of the week, but a cold front moves through Thursday overnight. That brings in some snow showers overnight, but it also brings in very cold Arctic air for Friday and Saturday, with our high temperatures dropping just to the single digits. So for today, expect some light snow this morning. We are going to be drying out. A few peaks of sunshine today, but it's going to be cold and breezy, and I will be talking a little bit more about that Arctic air coming in. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. A pile of...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some light snow showers this morning, but they are slowly starting to taper off and they will come to an end this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our mountain ice tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We can see a fresh coating of snow, cloudy skies to start, and it is going to be chilly and a little bit breezy today. But once again, heading out the door, I would just be careful for some slippery spots that are possible, but this snow is light and fluffy. It's from lake effect, so it shouldn't be too hard to drive on. We will be drying out this afternoon, and just watch out for icy spots tonight and tomorrow as we remain below freezing. Snowfall totals so far look to range between 1 and 3.5 inches. We had 3.5 inches in Verona Beach, 3 inches in Morris, 2.5 inches in New Hartford, 2 inches in Cooperstown, 1.5 inches in Emerson, and just an inch of fluffy lake effect snow in Old Forge. Here's our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As you can see, not much on the radar anymore. We really are starting to clear out, and we can see here that the snow is weakening at this point, and this is thanks to an area of high pressure that is pushing in from the north. But we are going to be chilly today. We are starting out in the teens and 20s according to our sky watchers, and our temperature looks to remain the same throughout the day. 16 degrees in Old Forge and 25 degrees in Verona Beach. Looking to the south, we have 23 23 degrees in Cooperstown and 22 degrees in West Lawrence. And it is going to feel up to 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature because it is going to be breezy. But overall, if you want to do any winter sports or activities today, like skiing, snowboarding, sledding, snowmobiling, today is going to be good. The snow is going to be fluffy powder. It may turn firmer, a little bit icy tomorrow. That's due to temperatures falling to single digits tonight, but overall, great weather for winter sports since we did see some snow last week and some snow last night and this morning. On our Skycast for the rest of today, we will be seeing a few peaks of sunshine possible, especially north and east of the Mohawk Valley. We will continue to see dry conditions tonight into tomorrow, but tonight gets very chilly with overnight lows falling into the single digits. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies come in. It is also possible to see a few lake effect showers up north, especially in Lewis County throughout the day tomorrow, but the rest of us remain dry. So for today, expect the snow to start to taper off this morning. We'll be dry for most of today, breezy and cold, and it gets cold tonight with a low in the single digits. Tomorrow and Thursday, we will remain mostly dry. A cold front moves through Thursday night. That brings in snow showers overnight, but it really brings in Arctic air for Friday and Saturday. So Friday and Saturday highs are just going to be in the single digits with an overnight low way below zero. Wind chill values on Friday and Friday night into Saturday morning are going to be around 30 to 40 degrees below zero. So we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for that because it is going to be pretty dangerous to be outside for long periods of time.
Some light overnight snow. It's calmed down and it's dry out right now, but it's still chilly. However, nowhere near what we'll be seeing later this week. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is tracking this cold front for us now. And Hannah, we can check out these temperatures right here. Check this out right here. -33. Wow.
Yes, so we are seeing temperatures. These are all below zero, and this is at Saturday, 2:30 in the morning. So Friday night, that's when it's going to be the coldest, windiest, and that's when it will feel very, very chilly.
But these are with the wind chill, right?
Yes, this is the wind chill value. So temperatures are probably going to be around 15 to 20 below zero, but it's going to feel like this. Even looking up inlet, 42 below zero. Wow. Not looking forward to it, but this is what occurs Friday night into Saturday mornings. That's why we did issue an alert day for that. And that is due to a cold front that moves through, bringing in windy conditions and really drops our temperature, bringing in Arctic air. For the rest of today, though, we are starting to track dry conditions. We are going to continue to clear out with not really any more snow accumulation expected. And our next big thing is going to be this cold weather coming in. So drying out, peaks of sunshine possible for the rest of the week, and then that Arctic blast coming in Friday and Saturday. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine possible. It's going to be cold and breezy, and I will be talking a little bit more about that Arctic weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And staying with the winter weather, an ice storm that has swept over parts of the south has canceled over 1,000 flights, and that bitter cold is already gripping the Midwest. NBC's Maggie Vespa has more now from Chicago.
Temperatures here in Chicago for the beginning of the day kind of hovering in the single digits, at times dipping below zero. Wind chill also below zero, especially here along Lake Michigan. So the cold here is brutal. It is extreme. But in other parts of the country, they're also dealing with ice. In Oklahoma and Arkansas, we saw ice coating power lines, toppling trees, and then a huge mess once again in Texas. They've been getting slammed over and over with extreme winter weather this season, and this storm is no exception. Crash upon crash upon crash piling up on the highways, especially near Dallas. Hundreds of flights canceled, and then one crash, at least partially caused by weather, authorities say near Austin, now unfortunately turning fatal. Again, all of this brutal cold in Chicago, those ice storms in the Great Plains, all of that heading east later on this week, where in parts of the Northeast, they've been experiencing a notably mild winter, setting records for their longest stretches without measurable snow, especially in the Northeast. But again, this latest round of severe winter weather is now headed that way. Maggie Vespa, NBC News, Chicago.
Maggie, thanks. Well, a pile of rubble.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking cloudy skies, a little bit of a breeze, and snow showers continuing to move out. So let's take a look now at our mountain ice tower camera overlooking Oneonta. If you looked very closely, you can see just a few snow flurries still flying around, but at this point, we are mostly dried out and no more really snow accumulation is expected for the rest of today. So Nala is clearly saying hi to her neighbors here this afternoon. She is a little jealous because she wants to cuddle as well with Isabel and Serafina, but for the rest of the day, driving should be fine. Just watch out for icy conditions tonight as we remain below freezing with temperatures in the single digits overnight. According to our sky watchers here at noon, still mainly in the 20s, pretty cold and breezy, but we do have Old Forge just at 15 degrees. That's cooler than what it was even this morning. 21 degrees in Cassville and in Cooperstown. Feels like temperatures are going to feel up to 10 degrees cooler because of that breeze. But at this point, we are drying out. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Mostly dry conditions with the exception of a few snow flurries still south because that snow is moving out towards the south. And once again, a little bit of a breeze coming out of the northwest along with cloudy skies, but actually a few peaks of sunshine are possible for the rest of the day. Overall, it is a great day for winter sports, either skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, sledding, because we did see lake effect snow last night and this morning. So the snow is pretty fluffy. It's like powder right now. It may be a little bit icy tomorrow because tonight we fall way below freezing in the single digits. So watch out for black ice tonight as well. I did want to touch once again on our alert day. We have it issued for Friday and Friday night into early Saturday morning. We are going to be seeing Arctic air coming in, very, very low temperatures combined with very high wind speeds. That's going to cause for dangerously low wind chills. And as we can just see in our first weather, we saw the wind chill values were expected to be between 30 to 40 degrees below zero, which is very dangerous to be outside for longer periods of time. So that's why we did issue an alert day for Friday, Friday night, and then into Saturday morning. But for today, we are still a bit chilly, temperatures in the 20s, and tonight we will drop into the single digits. So it actually is going to feel pretty cold tonight and tomorrow morning. Partly sunny skies for tomorrow with a few lake effect showers actually possible to the north, especially in Lewis County throughout the day, but most of us will be dry. So for the rest of the day, we will be seeing mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of a breeze, and pretty cool weather, and it gets very cold tonight with the low in the single digits and partly cloudy skies. Partly sunny skies for tomorrow and Thursday. We actually warm up a little bit more on Thursday. A cold front moves through Thursday night, bringing in some snow showers, but our main concern is going to be that very cold weather coming in. Highs in the single digits for Friday, Saturday, lows below zero, and wind chill values between 30 to 40 degrees below zero, Gary.
Why are you trying to warm my hands up?
I'm starting my car now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, we now turn to, again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking mostly dry conditions coming in now. That snow is continuing to move out from the south, so the south is seeing a few snow flurries lingering around this afternoon. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, a few light snow showers still moving out. That is going to be south of Utica, and that will continue to move out for dry conditions by this evening. But it is pretty cold outside. We are just at 20 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, and it feels like 9 because it is a little bit breezy. But it is still possible to see a few peaks of sunshine throughout the rest of the day. So once again, drying out with a few peaks of sunshine possible today and even for the rest of the week. We are closely tracking very cold weather to come in Friday, Friday night, Saturday morning. It is going to be an Arctic blast, so we are keeping an eye on that. We have issued an alert day for Friday and Friday night. So for today, expect a few peaks of sunshine possible, breezy conditions, temperatures in the 20s, and I will be talking a little bit more about that cold weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Some children in need in the
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking cloudy skies, breezy conditions, and the snow from this morning is continuing to clear out. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see here, that flag is blowing. It is pretty breezy and cold outside, and the roads are mostly cleared out and the snow is clearing out. It will continue to dry out for this evening. But taking a look at what our sky watchers have right now, very similar temperatures to this morning. pretty cold out, just 15 degrees in Old Forge and 21 degrees in Cassville and Cooperstown, and feels like temperatures are actually about 10 degrees lower than that because of the breezy conditions outside. So make sure you bundle up if you are heading out. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, once again, dry conditions, some light snow showers continuing to move out of the south, but overall seeing a breeze today from the northwest, cloudy skies, and a few peaks of sunshine actually possible for the rest of this afternoon. Overall, we did see a lot of snow recently, and last night we did see lake effect snow, which is going to be fluffy powder. So if you did want to do any winter sports or activities like skiing, snowboarding, sledding, snowmobiling, good for that today. And tonight our temperatures stay below zero, so tomorrow may be a little bit icy, but overall I would say good conditions for doing any winter activities. It is going to get very, very cold towards the end of this week due to our next cold front that moves through. That will bring in Arctic air. So we did issue an alert day for Friday night, Saturday morning. We are going to be seeing very low temperatures and windy conditions, and this is going to cause wind chill values to be around 30 to 40 degrees below zero Friday night into Saturday morning, and that is very dangerous to be outside. So we are starting to issue an alert day now just to keep that in mind, that Friday and Saturday it's going to be very, very cold and you won't be able to be outside for long periods of time. On our Skycast today, though, we are pretty cold. Temperatures are in the 20s, and tonight we actually are going to drop down into the single digits overnight, getting pretty chilly, and a pretty chilly start tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we will remain mostly dry with partly sunny skies, but it is possible to see a few lake effect snow showers north of the Mohawk Valley up in Lewis County for the day tomorrow. So for today, expect mostly cloudy skies now, a few peaks of sunshine possible, a little bit of a breeze, and temperatures are going to continue to drop into tonight as lows fall into the single digits. We stay on the chilly side tomorrow and warm up a little bit more on Thursday. A cold front moving through Thursday night brings in a few snow showers, and that brings in that Arctic air. Highs in the single digits Friday and Saturday, lows below zero, and wind chill values 30 to 40 degrees below zero, Gary.
Wow. Frigid.
Not looking forward to that.
No, thank you. Well, Secretary of State Anthony
I'm Kristen Copeland.
I'm Jason Powless. A day after a Hartwick fire that put an elderly woman in the hospital, we're learning that someone warned officials about the home.
News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai reports that a letter was sent to a number of county offices almost 2 weeks ago. It is your top story.
Artists, yeah, it's going to get cold later this week, no question.
Yeah, we're talking about very cold wind chills. It's the combination of temperature and wind here for Friday. We have a wind chill watch issued by the National Weather Service for all of central New York, again, for this upcoming cold spell. This looks to be short-lived. Just a couple of really cold days. We're going to climb out of this really quickly, but when it does come in, it's going to come in pretty intense. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look pretty quiet across the area this evening. We are tracking some lake effect snow to the north. There's winter weather advisories in effect for Lewis and Oswego County. And I think we could have several inches of snow for the North Country here as we head into the day tomorrow. Current temperature is 20 degrees. It is going to be cold tonight. Lots of places will fall down into the single digits. We're tracking lake effect snow generally north tomorrow with some heavier accumulations across Lewis County and northern Herkimer County. And then that Arctic blast will be on the way here for later this week. We're tracking the trend in temperature and some of the newest developments with that. This evening, mostly cloudy, temperatures in the teens. Again, a cold night ahead with lots of places falling into the single digits. Temperatures get much colder than that later this week. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The State Attorney General's office released video today
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It turned out to be a colder day, but we did see a little bit of sunshine, which continues for the next couple of minutes. Have a look at this lovely, lovely sunset. If you're not in the room, you want to come back to the room and take a look at this. It's worth it. We saw a sun pillar with this earlier, too, just a few minutes ago. That's when you get light above the sun. It's caused by ice crystals reflecting, sunlight reflecting off those ice crystals. And this, of course, is our Cavity Tower Cam. The sunset tonight is 45 minutes later than it was in mid-December. So we are really starting to notice those brighter evenings, and we'll continue to see that pace of light continue to increase throughout the month of February. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A couple of flurries still taking place in the southern valleys. Otsego, Shenango County seeing a few flurries. A little accumulation is expected tonight. Temperatures are going to stay cold tomorrow. We're in the mid-20s. We're up to 36 on Thursday, and then a sharp cool down. Some bitterly cold temperatures Friday and Saturday, but they only last for about 48 hours before we really turn the corner and start to warm up quickly as we head into Sunday and beyond. Temperatures across the area already down to 9 degrees in Big Moose, Stollisville 20, Little Falls 22, Whitesboro 19 degrees, Deansboro 17, Current Southern Valleys, Sherburne 22, Cooperstown 20, and Skenevis with 15. So it's going to be a cold night. Just keep that in mind. You might want to make it a short walk if you are taking the dog out. Temperatures will be in the teens. Tonight's featured dog is Roscoe from Barneveld. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. As we look at the radar and satellite image, our skies are clearing out from high pressure building in from the north, and that's going to set the stage for a cold night with clear skies and generally light winds. It's not going to be hard to get temperatures in the single digits. The North Country might actually fall below zero in some spots, which has not happened all that much so far this winter season. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast again tonight, looking at partly cloudy skies. Again, many places in the single digits. Tomorrow, a wind off of Lake Ontario will bring some steady to locally heavy lake effect snow along the Tug Hill and North Country. The majority of central New York stays dry and partly sunny with temperatures in the 20s. That lake effect band continues to bring snow to the North Country tomorrow night, and it comes to an end as we head into Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon looks relatively mild. A southwest wind ahead of that Arctic front is going to help temperatures climb into the 30s. Then, of course, it gets much, much colder heading into Friday. Some accumulating snow expected along the North Country for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. 2 to 5 inches possible along the Oneida-Lewis County border, extending into northern Herkimer County. 5 to 10 inches or more of snow is possible tomorrow along the Tug Hill. Cold tonight down to 6. Tomorrow, it's a generally nice day. Again, watch out for snow if you're traveling to or from the North Country. A high of 25. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Thursday, 36 degrees, and then we're down to 6. Friday is that alert day. Again, we're talking about wind chills near or below zero most of the day. We'll see air temperatures well below zero Friday night. And then we start to climb out of this on Saturday. Still cold, but less wind. 12 degrees into the 30s Sunday and Monday, and then maybe 45 degrees looking ahead to Tuesday. So a big turnaround once we get out of this cold.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Well, a winter storm that has parts of South and Central United States in an icy grip is expected to intensify over the next 24 to 48 hours.
Flights are canceled, highways have come to a standstill, and now these storms have taken a deadly turn in at least one state. Karen Kafa reports.
More than 40 million people from southeastern New Mexico to West Virginia are under various winter weather alerts. At least 2 people were killed in separate accidents in Texas, where forecasters say ice buildup will be the heaviest into Thursday. Slick roadways kept semis at a standstill near Fort Worth and toppled this sand truck not far away. Worsening conditions snarled sky traffic, too, with more than 3,000 related U.S. flight delays and cancellations, according to FlightAware. That wasn't a surprise to some awaiting flights in Dallas.
We were taking a trip to a conference in Orlando, and I looked at the weather before we left, and I told my wife, I said, I have a feeling flights might get canceled. Should I do this or not? But I went ahead and did it anyway, and lo and behold, flights got canceled.
The National Weather Service in Fort Worth says refreezing slush from Monday's accumulation will only worsen anticipated ice buildup. Officials are asking those in the affected areas to stay hunkered down, but if you must venture out, AAA says at least slow down.
Give yourself enough time and enough space between you and the vehicle in front of you. Often what we see when we see a car in the ditch in these winter weather situations, it's a driver who was in too much of a hurry. They were going too fast and didn't give themselves enough time to react.
I'm Karen Kafa reporting.
Coming up, how you can help the city's homeless population get through a dangerous cold snap.
Also coming up, how young is too young for social media? Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Okay, I'm interested. Humidifier.
This is a custom graphic. This one was fun to build. We're talking about the humidity. It's so dry in the wintertime. If you get itchy skin or if your voice cracks, that might just be a sign of low humidity. And not always a bad idea to run a humidifier on days like today. We look at the dew point. That really tells us how dry the air is. The relative humidity doesn't really do a good job. So for example, today, the relative humidity is about 50%, but the dew point's in the single digits. So you want to run the humidifier when the dew point's below 15 degrees. And that will be the case for a few days this week, especially Friday and Saturday when we get all that cold air here. One of the reasons why cold air is so dry is because cold air just can't hold as much water compared to warm air. Season snowfall totals, we added 3 inches over the past 24 hours to the city of Utica's total, 36 inches. We are still running 20 inches behind average. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are starting to dry out. It's going to be cold this evening. It's going to be cold tonight. We're down into the single digits for a lot of places. Even colder weather later this week. A look at that forecast is coming out. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Hometown Heroes program began.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It's nice to see twilight this time in the evening. We haven't seen something like this since before the clocks changed back in early November. Have a look outside. This is our Cap V Tower Cam. We are overlooking the city of Utica, and again, just a colorful sunset. We've really enjoyed the sunset this evening from our camera here on Smith Hill. And it's going to turn out to be a cold night with clear skies in place. It's going to allow temperatures to cool down very quickly. We have light winds too, and a snowpack. Those are ingredients to help temperatures drop rapidly at night. And I think a lot of places will be in the single digits tonight. Some places will be below zero, especially north into the Adirondacks, where we haven't seen overnight lows below zero very much this time of the year. It hasn't happened in the Utica-Rome region yet, but it will later this week. Again, a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, nice and dry across the area. One thing that we will be seeing a lot more of is the sunshine. We've had a very cloudy January, just a couple of days where the sun has come out in force, and I think we're going to see more opportunities for sunshine as we head later into this week. And part of it has to do with cold, dry air, especially Friday and Saturday. That's going to help clear out the clouds. But even Wednesday and Thursday, we get into a more favorable wind pattern. We get less influence off of the lakes, and so we will see more sunshine, hopefully to brighten up your mood here for the next couple of days. It's tough when we get these back-to-back completely cloudy days. Norway, 18 degrees, Barneveld, 16, 9 in West Leiden, Old Forge, 11. Across Southern Valleys, temperatures in the teens for the most part. Cooperstown, 19, Milford, 15. Richfield Springs checking in with 16 degrees. We've got high pressure building in from the north. As this heads to the east, the winds turn into the west, and that does kick off some lake effect snow to the north. It's cold tonight, down into the single digits for most of us. Wednesday morning, talking about temperatures in the single digits to low teens. Lake effect snow taking place across the Tug Hill throughout Wednesday afternoon. A west wind. Those bands extend into northern Herkimer County from time to time. That will continue into Wednesday evening, and then it comes to an end Wednesday night. The rest of us are looking at dry and seasonably cold weather. Thursday looks mild. A southwest wind brings sunshine, temperatures above freezing before the Arctic air arrives Thursday night. There will be some accumulating snow north of the Mohawk Valley during the day tomorrow, thinking about 2 to 5 inches north of Rome from Boonville to Old Forge. 5 to 10 inches or more of snow is possible along the Tug Hill. The snow stays entirely north of the Mohawk Valley. Tonight, cold down to 6. That's in town. The areas to the north, the Adirondacks, likely below zero. Partly sunny with snow to the north tomorrow, a high of 25. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, just bitterly cold here on Friday. A Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the cold. A high of only 6. With the wind chill, it's going to feel like 10 to 15 below zero during the day. At night, the wind chills could get down to 20 to 30 below zero. On Saturday, it's cold, but it's less windy, so that will feel better, but it's still only a high of 12. We're up to 30 on Sunday, and then we're tracking some very mild weather. Look at this turnaround. We're into the mid-40s as we look ahead to next Tuesday with some rain. We'll be right back.
Meteorologist Bill Curtis, who's going to get us ready for tonight and the cold later this week.
Yeah, we do have some pretty serious cold coming in, but it's not going to last for very long. The National Weather Service already issuing wind chill watches in effect for central New York. This is for late Thursday through Saturday morning. Wind chills could be as low as 35 below zero across our area. They think the worst of this, or at least the coldest period, will be Friday night. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Until that Arctic air gets here, the weather actually doesn't look too bad. It will be cold tonight, and there is going to be some lake effect snow showers taking place north as we head into tomorrow. There's a winter weather advisory for Lewis County. We're expecting accumulating snow across northern Oneida, northern Herkimer, and Lewis County as we head into Wednesday. Current temperature is 17 degrees, and again, it's going to be cold tonight. Lots of places in the single digits, the North Country near or below zero. Lake effect snow is expected to accumulate north tomorrow, and again, that Arctic blast to track as we head into the end of the week. We are mostly cloudy this evening. Again, it gets cold in a hurry. Lots of places down into the single digits tonight. We're tracking some snow accumulation north tomorrow. And again, how cold it gets here as we start the weekend. And look at that forecast coming out. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Biden administration is...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Noticeably colder today. Temperatures only climbed into the 20s, which it's been such a warm January, it feels that much colder than it normally would. It's going to be in the teens already, down into the single digits tonight in many areas. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Mountain Ice Oneida camera, and with generally clear skies, that's going to set the stage for, again, that cold night expected across central New York. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. We had lake effect snow showers in the air throughout a good portion of the day, especially south and west. With the cold air in place, that also means the air is really dry. Cold air can't hold as much water vapor as warm air, and that's why it's the humidity in the wintertime never really gets out of hand. But with it being cold, that means it's really dry. You might want to run the humidifier tonight. You'll definitely want to think about running it Friday and Saturday too, as we do have some Arctic air on the way. I guess the benefit of the cold air is that it's going to help bring us some sunshine, which we have not seen much of in January. It's been a very, very cloudy month. It's the cloudiest time of the year, but it's been extra cloudy. As we head into the next couple of days, we'll have opportunities to see sunshine, especially Thursday and Saturday. Of course, it's going to be cold Saturday. Won't be quite as cool on Thursday. Norway, 18 degrees. Barneveld, 16. 9 degrees already in West Leiden. Bob and Clinton with 20. Cooperstown, 19. Worcester, 21. And Sequoia checking in with 14. We've got high pressure building in from the north. As the high heads to the east, the wind direction changes into the west tomorrow, and that's going to help generate some lake effect snow to the North Country. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, cold down into the single digits. Tomorrow, a band of lake effect snow will be developing to the north across Lewis County into northern Herkimer County. That will continue throughout the day. In parts of this band, snowfall rates could climb to about 1 inch per hour, so traveling could be tricky across Lewis County tomorrow. And then as you get into tomorrow night, the lake effect snow comes to an end. Outside of that band of snow, it's generally a pleasant Wednesday. And then Thursday, a southwest wind kicks in, and that's going to help temperatures climb into the 30s with plenty of sunshine. Snowfall expected tomorrow, 2 to 5 inches across the North Country, Boonville, Old Forge, along the Tug Hill, 5 to 10 inches of accumulation tomorrow and tomorrow night. This snow stays entirely north of the Mohawk Valley. Cold tonight down to 6 in town, outlying spots close to 0. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies against snow falling and accumulating across the North Country, a high of 25. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Thursday, we're up to 36, and then that Arctic front comes barreling in. Friday is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the cold, a high of 6, feeling like below 0 throughout the day with the wind. We are below 0 Friday night. Saturday's high 12, less wind, and we climb out of this pretty quickly. We're into the 30s over the weekend, and then by Tuesday, we're into the 40s. Back over to you.
Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, we're going to forecast. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. And of course, we've been talking about the wind chill that's coming, and it's encompassing the entire viewing area and then some.
Yeah, this is talking about Friday. National Weather Service has a wind chill watch in effect, which most likely will become either an advisory or a warning. There's a timetable that they have to wait for in order to do that, and it's most likely going to be issued tomorrow. Bottom line is we're talking about cold. 35 below zero is the expected wind chill taking place heading into Friday night. Yeah, so it's a pretty serious cold. Definitely something we don't want to just brush aside. Before it gets here, we do have some weather to get through tonight. We're taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's quiet tonight. Some lake effect snow is expected to develop tonight north of the Mohawk Valley, and that'll be around throughout Wednesday. Temperature-wise, it's cold out there this evening. We're 15 degrees. We'll drop down into the single digits with cold, dry air in place and partly cloudy skies. But again, it's going to get a lot colder later this week. We've got to look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Now, we all know the easiest way to...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're taking a live look outside from our Mountain Ice Oneonta camera. The weather tonight looking quiet. We did see some snow showers earlier today across the area, and there's a few light flurries in the air, but for the most part, the weather tonight will be dry. We will be tracking lake effect snow showers north as we head into tomorrow. The cold weather is creating very dry conditions across the area. If you are sensitive to dry air, we recommend running your humidifier. If you have one, if not, go get one. We're looking at some very dry, cold air in store tonight, Friday and Saturday, with dew points below zero. That's just very, very dry air. And cold air, by the way, just doesn't hold as much water compared to warmer air. Searching for sunshine, the dry air is also going to help break apart some of the low, gray, stubborn clouds that we've been seeing for most of January. We actually have more opportunities for sunshine over the next several days than we've had for most of the month. I think we'll get some breaks of sunshine tomorrow, a decent amount of sunshine Thursday, as well as Saturday, as, again, the weather clears out. Radar and satellite image, we are tracking high pressure to the north, dropping in. That's going to allow for our weather to dry out. As the high heads to the south and east, the wind direction turns into the west as we head into tonight. That's going to help generate some lake effect snow showers. Heading into tonight, again, looking at partly cloudy skies, notice some lake effect snow developing Wednesday morning along Lake Ontario. The wind's coming in from the west. That creates a band of snow north of the valley, and that will continue throughout Wednesday afternoon, coming to an end Wednesday night. The rest of the area is looking at partly cloudy skies. Thursday looks mild. Return to some sunshine, temperatures in the low 30s. Some snow accumulation is expected tomorrow and tomorrow night, primarily north of the Mohawk Valley. 2 to 5 inches for areas like Boonville and Old Forge. Heavier accumulation possible along the Tug Hill. Cold tonight down to 6. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, snow accumulation north, high of 25. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Groundhog Day, a high of 36. Should be a pretty mild day with some sunshine. That Storm Tracker 2 alert day for Friday based on the cold. Looking at air temperatures in the single digits, wind chills below zero. We're 12 below zero Friday night. The wind chills could be as low as 35 below zero. Oh. Saturday is still cold, but it's less windy, 12 degrees for the high, and then it really turns around as we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Temperatures could be in the 40s again by next Tuesday, which is really strange. Normally it doesn't work like that. It usually takes a while to get rid of this cold weather, but it's the way that this winter's been.
And we're also pretty fortunate because when we've seen cold weather like that, it's usually 4, 5, 6 days long. Maybe not that cold, but still hovering around zero.
And it lingers around. But again, it's just a strange weather pattern. It's going to kick right out.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, 2 of the next tasks we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, as we do, and the wind chill for Friday, frigid to say the least.
Yeah, and this is definitely getting our attention. We have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for this. The National Weather Service has a wind chill watch in effect for all of central New York. This will likely be upgraded to a warning or an advisory, probably a warning. But there's a timetable that they issue these by, and I think this is going to be upgraded tomorrow. What we're seeing is really cold temperatures, and with the wind feeling like anywhere between 25 to 35 below zero. Outside right now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, things are looking pretty quiet. A couple of flurries in the air, but in general, we'll stay dry tonight. Our temperature is 15 degrees, so it is cold out there. We've got some clouds. We'll drop down into the single digits overnight with partly to mostly clear skies. Some lake effect snow tomorrow, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. We're tracking the cold weather that will follow, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Now, the easiest way to beat this weekend's extreme cold, of course, for you and I, stay inside, but some in our area just don't have that option. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris reports on how strangers and volunteers are helping to make sure the homeless among us stay warm this weekend.
Temperatures are going to be chilling this weekend, and the wind chill even worse. Most of us take for granted being able to just stay home and keep warm. But for those whose home is the street,
we're just really worried that there isn't going to be enough capacity at the shelters, and so we want to help out by opening up this weekend overnight so that people who are overflow and don't have an opportunity to go can have a place to stay warm.
the church doesn't do overnights anymore, but they will Friday and Saturday. But there are still needs.
Because we weren't doing overnights this winter, we gave all of our blankets to people who were sleeping outside so they'd have something, or sleeping in abandoned buildings, and we gave all of our blankets, hundreds of them, away.
Local attorney Rebecca Whitman put out a call on her Facebook page, posting a picture of a man in need of a winter coat. His is clearly torn. More than 80 comments, everyone from a state Supreme Court justice to retired business people and others just trying to keep their own heads above water, all offering to bring jackets and blankets. Whitman spent part of today delivering donations to the church from several counties. Also heartwarming, collaboration with the county.
Especially on nights when there's just no vacancy anywhere, or there might be someone that has a really a particular problem that can't be solved during normal channels. And he's offered me to text him anytime that happens, and every time I do, he gets right back to me, and almost always we find a solution.
Some of those solutions are highly unorthodox.
We're also looking at, it's kind of unique, we're also looking at opening up, possibly a part of this building at nighttime, and just to keep people warm because we see an overflow.
If you're able to donate cold weather items like sweatpants, jackets, or socks, you can drop them off every night 7 to 9 at 500 Plant Street.
It feels great for our people because they know that people really care about them.
Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
Continue.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside from our Mountain Ice Oneonta camera. It's a quiet night across most of central New York. A couple of flurries in the air, not a big deal. Big story, the cold. Temperatures are dropping into the teens and single digits tonight, and it will be a cold start to the day tomorrow. Do you know that cold air tends to be very dry because it doesn't have the same ability to hold water that warm air does? With less energy, water just isn't able to be absorbed as much. So when it's really cold out, it's a good idea to run in the humidifier if you're really sensitive to dry air. The best days to run it would be today, of course, as well as Friday and Saturday as it gets really, really cold across central New York. The cold air also allows for the sun to come out. We've had a lot of cloudy skies this January, but with this weather pattern changing, the cold, dry air is going to help clear out skies, especially later in the week. But we should see some sunshine tomorrow and Thursday, too, before that really cold air arrives. High pressure building in from the north is going to move to the south and east, and it's also going to change the wind direction. So we're going to be seeing some lake effect snow showers north of the Mohawk Valley. Dry tonight, overnight lows drop down into the teens and single digits. Wednesday morning, notice some lake effects starting to develop on the shore of Lake Ontario, and the band of snow is expected to impact the Tug Hill and the western Adirondacks tomorrow, and it stays north of the Mohawk Valley. The weather remains generally quiet tomorrow night. as the lake effect snow drifts north. And Thursday, we're expecting some sunshine. Temperatures climb into the 30s. Some snow is expected tomorrow north of the Mohawk Valley. Could be talking about 2 to 5 inches of snow for Boonville and Old Forge. This snow is expected to stay entirely north of the Mohawk Valley. It's clear and it's generally cold tonight, low of 6. Tomorrow, looking at partly sunny skies. Snow continues to fall north of the Mohawk Valley with accumulations along the Tug Hill. High temperature of 25 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Oh yeah, it's Groundhog Day Thursday. Who cares what he says?
Who cares?
Who cares? Turn the channel. 36
Please.
degrees for the high. On Friday, it's going to get cold, frigid. It's an alert day. A high temperature of 6. It's going to feel like 10 to 20 below zero with the wind during the day. And then as we head into Friday night, temperatures will be well below zero. But we climb out of this pretty quickly. It's cold Saturday. We're up to 12. And then 30 on Sunday, maybe in the 40s as we look ahead to Tuesday with rain.
That's crazy. It could be a 40-degree swing in a matter of 3 days.
Yeah, that's not normally how it goes. It's normally dropping the other way.
Has anything been normal so far this year?
That's true.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, 2 of the next